Alright, let's talk about the Section 5 graphing assignment. So from your home page, you will go to Assignments, then go down and click on Section 5. Okay, so once this opens up, you'll see that it's about inserting charts in Excel. So the first thing we're going to need to do is open up an Excel spreadsheet. So we'll go to Excel. And let's move that over here. Okay, so once you get that opened, what we're going to want to do is take this data, put it in Excel, then we're going to insert a pie chart, and we're going to format that chart, and we're going to say a few things about it. So essentially what you're going to do is you can actually highlight this data, copy it, you right click and go to copy, go back to here, right click, paste. You can kind of highlight these different paste options and see what it'll make it look like. So I'll just go with the first one. When you see these pound symbols, what that means is that your numbers are too big for the box. So if you go up here between B and C and double click, it makes it bigger. Okay, I can double click between A and B as well to make that fit nicer, or I can just manually drag it to get what I want. Okay, so I've inserted the chart in here. And now I would highlight all the data and go to Insert. Over here, click on a pie chart. Okay, once again, if you hover over the options, you'll get a preview of what it looks like. As much fun as 3D or donut might be, let's just do a basic 2D pie chart. So I got that. I can move it. I can even make it bigger if I want to. All sorts of super exciting things. Alright, now if I go back to here, I've done this. I've done that. I need to format it though so that both a percent and labels for each age range are visible. Well, I see different labels at the bottom, so that's good. I can see how they match up with here. But what I don't see are any percents. So a couple ways you can do that is if you look up here at the top under Design, there's different designs you can pick. Or you can go here to the paintbrush and select them from down here. Okay, so you just have to go through, pick, find one that has percents on it. So that one has percents. So does that one. And so does that one. So does that one. So you can pick some different ones. I think I like that one. That one's kind of nice. Okay, once you select it, then you have that part done. If you want to get fancy, you can even go change some colors. This is kind of weird. Monochromatic, I probably wouldn't do that. But you can do different kind of color schemes if you're someone who really likes, different colors. Or you can just leave it alone. Okay, so once we have that, we probably want to change this title. Because that title obviously just says chart title. Change it to something else. Alright, don't actually call it something else. But change it to something, whatever makes sense for the actual chart. I accidentally hit enter, so delete that. Okay, now sometimes you do something like you'll be clicking and you'll be like, whoops, delete, and now it's gone. And you're thinking, well, where'd it go? How do I get it back? To do that, you can go to the plus sign, and you can add different chart elements. So you can add a title again. So that's kind of a nice way to get stuff back that you lost. Alright, and then the last thing I need to do is write a few observations. So quantify which one has the most, how much more. Does one have the least by a certain amount? So you want to quantify differences between some different age groups, and just talk about what do you notice about the age of people here in Indiana. Now when you do that, it says you could do a Word file for your questions. You don't really have to do that. One way you can get around that is in Excel, go up to Insert, and insert a text box. And so just off here to the side, you can put a text box in here, and you can just start typing in your observations. Alright, so those will all type a few sentences, talk about the different things that you notice between the two. And make sure you put a quantity in there. Right, then you're good to go. So you have the chart, the table, the chart, then your observations. Once you've completed that, then what you'll do is go down to sheet 1, right click on it, just kidding. You'll just hit the plus sign, add a new sheet, and then you can go back here and put your second set of data in. So you're essentially doing everything twice, once for the first chart, once for the second chart. Alright, and once that is complete, you'll go up here where I see edit, you see submit, you submit the assignment, and you are good to go. So that is all for section 5.